This time on Ozark Garage, we're making a custom Milwaukee Packout mounting solution for our Truggy. Stick around, check it out. Welcome to Ozark Garage. Follow along as I fabricate, modify, restore, and drive interesting projects. Stick around, see what's next. For the storage area of the Truggy, I've chosen one of these Milwaukee Packout storage boxes. If you're not familiar with the Packout series of toolboxes, the big thing to know is they've got these interlocking cleats on the top and bottom, which allows them to be self-mounted to a mounting plate or mounted to each other. Because it'll be mounted below on the bottom, I'll be able to open the toolbox and access the contents without having to undo any ratchet straps or bungee cords or anything like that over the top, which will be really nice. This is the large toolbox, picked it up on a Black Friday special, and it's smaller than my previous box, but one of my goals is to kind of downsize the amount of stuff I take on the trail. Ultimately, if it's not big enough, I can add another box on top. This particular one even has a carry handle, so if I want to take this whole thing around to the front of the Truggy for a repair, I can carry it around there and take all the tools with me. I've got these all mocked up here temporarily up on some 1x2s, and this is just to provide some spacing for me to take some measurements. Obviously, I don't want the box sitting on the spare tire because the spare tire has to be able to go in and out of there. This is my cooler that I'm going to use. Milwaukee does make a Packout series cooler, but it's considerably smaller than this, so I'm not ready to downsize to that just yet. So this is the Packout mounting tray I mentioned earlier. This is the one that comes from Milwaukee. It's a plastic tray and it's rated for 100 pounds mounted on the floor. And you can see the interlocking cleats I was talking about on the bottom of the box and on the tray here. So all you have to do to mount this box here is put it on, slide it back, it snaps into place. If you want to remove it, lift up this latch, slide it forward, off she comes. So this mounting plate here is probably pretty adequate for what we need, and you could just mount this to the bottom of our tray that we're making in the storage area. But really, if you have a CNC plasma cutter like we do, there's no reason to be limited to something like this. All right, that's a little bit more like it, don't you think? So what I've done here is I've used the CNC plasma cutter to cut the Packout mounting pattern directly to a steel plate, which will form the bottom of the tray and allow me to mount this Packout box directly to it. So next things we got to do is we got to make some sides, and then we got to make a back to mount the back of the fuel tank on and get this thing rolling. Okay, so I've got the Packout mounting tray tacked into the back of the Truggy here, and I'm pretty happy with how it fits. So I've checked to make sure that I can get the spare tire in and out. What we gotta do now is we gotta make some mounting tabs to mount the gas tank to the front wall of the tray here. It's gonna be hard mounted, no rubber isolation or anything like that. That's how it was mounted in the tracker from the factory, and that's how I had it mounted previously and didn't have any issues with it. I think I'm gonna have to remove the seats to make mounting tabs for the front, which I was hoping not have to do, but looks like I'm gonna have to do that. Not a big deal, but overall, like I said, pretty happy with how it fits. So let's get back to work. Okay, we've made some great progress on our Truggy here. We've got our Packout mounting tray tacked in place with the rear tank mounts, fuel filler relocated. Next time, we'll make the front tank mounts and make some shock mounts. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this build and other builds. We'll see you next time.